Hello everyone, this is Tenno. As one of Averse's followers, you have probably watched his latest video, covering the frustration most players represented by him towards WWM. Today, I'll speak as a CN server player from 1 year into the future, and try to explain these concerns. After all, just like Averse, I truly love this game. First, let's go over what the disappointed Averse has expressed. I'll break down and summarize his main points.
The devs of wherewindsmeet global version have effectively killed the game. Now, reason number one that started with the recent patch on April 30th is the addition of the West Coast server. But when we go to the battle groups, Yogu encompasses NA East and NA West. But the ping that I'm actually getting when I get matched against an NA West player and I play on NA West is nowhere near the ping that I should be getting. But then that just begs the same question that I was asking before. Why are we adding a West Coast server if we're going to match West Coast and East Coast at every single game regardless? What is the point? There's no point. You might as well just delete the West Coast server at that point if you're not going to separate the queues.
This is the full context. At the very beginning, there was only one server for Chinese mainland located in Hangzhou, in southern China. Since NetEase's headquarters is in Hangzhou, local players there enjoy single-digit ping. Players from northern China can have ping up to 80. If they fight against each other, Hangzhou players gain a huge competitive advantage. That is why most top Chinese PvP streamers choose to live in Hangzhou. To fix this unfair latency issue, NetEase added 4 extra servers, spread evenly across different regions of China. The core design is simple. When player A matches player B with a large ping gap, both will be routed to a neutral balanced server for the match. Player A's ping may rise, while player B's ping may drop. This is why ping numbers keep fluctuating in Chinese PvP games. NetEase sacrifices the experience of low ping players to maintain better match fairness.
Okay, we're going to talk about reason number 2. And what I'm talking about here is the talent point system. Every single season, when a new season happens, arena talents reset. Now, what happens when arena talents reset? Well, the game is absolutely miserable in PvP because everyone gets one shot. No one has any defense and everyone just gets murdered because you have no second life, you have no ability to survive damage. So the fact that they even time gate these is annoying, but the fact that they reset them every season is so stupid. I can't even begin to understand what the purpose even is.
Here is the issue with PvP talents. If all talents are unlocked from the start, pure PvP focused players can max out the talent tree on day 1, which puts players joining PvP later at a severe disadvantage. Once you invest enough time to unlock all talents, as Averse mentioned, your dominance in matches becomes overwhelming. In the early CN server days, a Rats player reached over 1900 rating right on launch day. This is why gradual talent unlocking also serves as protection for new players. Now for the second question. Why reset talents at the start of every season? The developers observe the balance of different weapons each season, and make subtle adjustments accordingly. For instance, Dragon Breath was heavily nerfed in one season. As a result, almost no one used the skill anymore. The balance changes were then reverted in the following season, as Averse also pointed out. This design keeps long-term player engagement in the PvP mode.
Okay, point number 3 is bug exploits. You're gonna see that this guy only needs to auto-attack him one time to put him in the next execute. So he puts him in the next execute, boot upon, Fire Breath. This time the Fire Breath affinity hit, so this time it will do his whole chi bar. And then he gets executed again. And then boot upon, Fire Breath. This cycle is infinite.
It is clear that while buffing Budapam, the developer handled the priority of execution and mystic skills very poorly. It is unknown how long this bug has existed, but the CN server fixed it within 24 hours.
The fourth reason we're going to talk about is cheats. There is a software called OpenSpeedy, and you can just download it on your computer. You can turn it up and just affect the animation speed of your gameplay. It's speed hacks. We need the developers to completely remove this software being compatible with their game.
The most serious issue is cheating. Speed hacks ran rampant on the CN server for a full week. I already predicted it would also spread widely on the global server. Yesterday, while playing PvP on the global server, I already met 3 players using speed hacks. Dealing with this kind of cheat has always been difficult for the CN server. After officials banned one speed hack, many similar alternatives kept appearing one after another. Eventually, the CN server banned all accounts running such software. Over that week, more than 3,100 accounts were permanently banned. I also want to warn anyone who is curious. Do not easily try using these cheats. I only tested the speed with dummy practice, and my account was still banned for 5 days. Since I did not use it in PvP or PvE to gain advantages, the punishment was relatively light. Please cherish your game account. Do not ruin it out of simple curiosity.
So the next thing we're going to talk about is something that kind of breaks my heart as someone who plays PvP very often. The only balance patch we've ever had was in early January, and we are currently in May 10th, and this game launched on November 14th. What's even crazier is when the devs made these balance changes, they didn't include patch notes. If we pretend in an imaginary world where everyone had the same ping and ping didn't matter, I would argue to say this PvP might be some of the best PvP I've ever played in ever since I was born. But there's so many issues that plague this game.
Now let us talk about patch updates. The PvP update pace on the global server is rather slow. This is because PvP works very differently from PvE. Imbalanced builds in PvE will not affect player rewards. But once the PvP balance tilts, the entire meta can collapse. Take an old example for reference. Male and female character models have different skill movement ranges. It seems easy to fix simply by adjusting character models. But once model assets are changed, many unexpected bugs may appear in other game systems. Developers try to keep the game stable with minimal adjustments. Global server players do not need to worry. The CN server acts as a public test server for the global version, working constantly to build a stable and balanced game environment. We truly hope to deliver a polished version to global players. A version clean of bugs with balanced builds that satisfies most people. As a domestically developed game from China, WWM deserves to grow better over time and bring enjoyable experiences to players worldwide. I also want to thank Ivers sincerely. I also hope more influential players like him will step forward and speak out, and help push the game toward better improvements. What follows is a personal message from a verse. This part really touched me deeply. I kept the original footage without any editing, and I hope all game fans can recognize and appreciate his silent efforts.
Now, I want you guys to understand something, and don't get me wrong, I love this game. This video and this whole doomer energy that I'm giving out comes from a place of love. I want the game to be better, guys. I genuinely want the game to be better. I spend some nights talking to devs in DMs over and over, submitting clips, submitting videos. I submitted a 2-page, 20 responses with videos for every single response of all the bugs in the game right before the April 30th patch. I can't tell you the amount of effort I've put just into DMing devs and trying to fix some of the things in this game. This video is kind of I'm fed up. I'm fed up. This is the first time in PvP ever since I've started playing the game, and I've played PvP in this game a lot. Well over 20,000 matches. This is the first time I can confidently say I'm not having fun with it anymore, because of the reasons I've listened to. There are so many problems implemented with the April 30th patch that it's quite ridiculous, to be honest. And most of the problems are reoccurring. Some of the problems are new. But overall, it's just, I'm fed up. I'm genuinely so fed up with it. It's annoying, and I want to get this video out there. I want you guys to know. Most of you might not even know about this stuff, right? I'm just trying to spread this information to you guys so there's more awareness and more talk about it, and maybe that might prompt the devs into doing something. So I'm sorry for doomer video. I usually don't post stuff like this, but I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please drop a like and sub. There probably, hopefully, won't be many videos like this, but I feel as though it's necessary. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.
This is Tana. Thanks for a verse. And thanks for you guys. See you next video.